The Ossidon comes to everyone owning the Lost Colony DLC, and with the current patch, it has already been added to the game. But is the Ossidon any good? Hello Dodo crew and welcome back to another video on ARK Survival Ascended. Grab a bottle of water and let's get straight into it. You can currently find the Ossidon on Valguero, Ragnarok and the center in the coldest parts of these snowy regions. They are widespread across the mountains, so you can find and tame them in large parts of the map. The easiest way is to tame a flyer and scout the mountains. A tech helmet or a gene scanner can help if you have them available. These are the regions where I found the Ossidon. For players who do not want to search for the creature, I put the spawn commands in the video description. Just fill in the level you want and you're good to go. First things first, they have genders but cannot be bred, which means you cannot get baby Ossidons for some bonus imprint. Taming the Ossidon is a little strange and reminds me of how to tame a creature. In order to tame one, you need a good amount of trank darts and a lot of patience, even though it is not a real knockout tame in the actual sense. Firstly, find the Ossidon that you want to tame. Once you've found one, make sure you don't get the aggro and stand a little higher so that it doesn't reach you. It won't take long for there to be good traps for the Ossidon, but you can see in the background that it actually works quite well like this too. Now, shoot him with tranks. As soon as he is about halfway through the torpor, the Ossidon will be dazed, have a blue effect around him and will stop fighting. When it does that, you have to run up to it and climb onto its back like a creature. From now on, you will run around, roll a snowball and have to catch small and medium-sized creatures in your snowball. Creature enter your snowball right when you hit them, but you can get some extra taming progress if you kill them. With every creature you have in your snowball, the Ossidon now gets some taming progress. If you hit a large creature, the snowball breaks and you have to shoot it again with tranks. While rolling the snowball, the Ossidon periodically spits ice, which can be destroyed every time you start rolling the snowball for some extra taming progress. But each time you can only destroy a limited number of them before you have to start over again. To do this, run out of the render range and then straight back to the Ossidon again. As soon as the Ossidon has lost your aggro, you can continue taming the Ossidon by tranking it once again. The Ossidon's ice ball doesn't need snow, so it's a good trick to tame the Ossidon quite quickly by simply running down to the tundra once you're on its back, as there are a lot of small creatures like Megaloceros that give quite a lot of taming progress. The Ossidon has some cool abilities and is especially useful in the mid and end game. He actually has pretty good stats and gets a lot more as he levels up. He also has a pretty cool saddle that looks like it protects the rider from attacks. He has several active and passive abilities with which he can inflict a lot of damage to targets. His basic attack is basically a right swing, a left swing and then a clap attack. All three of which do pretty good damage and also have a long range, so you can hit a lot of creatures with them. The third attack, the clap, deals about twice as much damage as the previous attacks. And it can run while attacking and each attack also knocks the opponents back a little bit. Although he can't farm anything except meat and hide, he can also move incredibly quickly as he can jump, making it very easy for him to get anywhere. But now that we talked about the primary attack, let's talk about the abilities. If you hold down the right mouse button, you will see a small blue target, which you can throw ice at when you release the button. You can also click the left and right mouse button at the same time, which instantly casts the attack at the target in front of you. This causes a significant amount of damage over a large area. It adds a damage over time effect called Frostbite to the creature, slowing them down and at the same time boosts the Ossidon's ball. Yeah, you heard right. The Ossidon's next ability is the Snowball. He makes a snowball and rolls it around the area. It takes him a moment to pick up speed, but once he has enough, he is basically unstoppable until he hits his target. With this ball, you can catch a certain number of small and medium-sized creatures and put them in your ball, which makes the ball bigger and causes more damage. The snowball destroys all stones and trees you hit and causes enormous damage to large creatures. In doing so, the ball breaks and damages all creatures in your ball and the creatures you hit with the ball. If you simply break the ball, it will shatter and you will damage the creatures in your ball, setting them free again. If you roll the snow through the eyes of your ice attack, the ball will become faster and grow larger. The Ossidon loves his owner, and the longer it is alive and the more often it gets used, the stronger it gets. The monstrous affection buff leads to the Ossidon becoming stronger and stronger, like an imprint bonus the more you use and ride it. With this buff, it gets an additional bonus to all stats. This buff is permanent. This means it makes sense to ride all your Ossidons and make them as strong as possible. I actually think it's too early to say what roles Ossidon will have, as I believe he will change significantly again, especially with the official Lost Colony update, and there will probably be additional variants as a result. But as of now, you can bring him to boss fights and he deals an insane amount of damage to bosses. Yeah, given that the Ossidon cannot catch Stegos or Trike in its snowball, it is basically pretty useless in PvP as of now, except from dealing damage. I really like the design of the Ossidon. It is a great addition for PvP and PvE focused players. It has an insane design and is super fun to use, but honestly, I don't think it will play a major role in PvP as of now. What matters most though is your experience. What do you think of the Ossidon? Let me know in the comments. I hope you liked this video and I'm thrilled to read if this video has helped you. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.